In a world that often feels chaotic and suffocating, have you ever felt the intense anxiety and horror depicted in The Scream? Can you feel the overwhelming sense of existential anguish that permeates the twisted and distorted features of the protagonist? Before we get started, please like and subscribe to the Art Odyssey. I'm Mel, and this is Unraveled. Edvard Munch's masterpiece, The Scream, has transcended the boundaries of art to become an iconic symbol of modernity. An artwork that has a formative influence on the Expressionism movement, Munch's work encapsulates the spirit of our age, plagued by anxiety and uncertainty. In this video, we will delve into the profound depths of The Scream, exploring its autobiographical origins, expressionistic construction, and its portrayal of the existential agony that resonates with viewers across generations. The autobiographical origin. The Scream was created by the Norwegian artist Edvard Munch in 1893. He painted using his emotional and psychological state as inspiration for his expressionistic work. It is not just a work of imagination, but a deeply personal expression. The painting was inspired by an event in 1892 where Munch was walking with friends in Oslo, Norway. Art historians have identified the location of the painting as the view from a road on the Ekberg Hill, which overlooks Oslo. In Munch's diary entry for Nice, 22nd of January 1892, he states, "One evening I was walking along a path. The city was on one side and the fjord below. I felt tired and ill. I stopped and looked out over the fjord. The sun was setting and the clouds were turning a blood red. I sensed a scream passing through nature. It seemed to me that I heard the scream. I painted this picture, painted the clouds as actual blood. The colour shrieked. This became the scream." This memory was later rendered by Munch as a poem, which he hand-painted onto the frame of the 1895 pastel version of the work. He stated, "I was walking along the road with two friends. The sun was setting. Suddenly the sky turned blood red. I paused, feeling exhausted, and leaned on the fence. There was blood and tongues of fire above the blue-black fjord and the city. My friends walked on, and I stood there, trembling with anxiety, and I sensed an infinite scream passing through nature." Viewing this painting, we feel vulnerable to this overwhelmingly intense agony. This is also evident in his painting titled Anxiety from 1894, which bears a striking resemblance in composition and colour to The Scream. It is noteworthy that during the creation of this artwork, Munch's younger sister, Laura Catherine, suffered from manic depression and resided as a patient in the mental asylum situated at the base of the Ekberg Hill. This context adds a much more sorrowful layer to both paintings' composition and meaning, offering insights into Munch's emotional well-being and psychological state at the time. Expressionistic Distortions. Munch's artistic style in The Scream reflects his intention to convey the disruptive forces of anxiety and mental anguish. The flowing curves and vibrant expressive colours blur the boundaries between the individual and nature, threatening to dissolve anything remotely natural and human. Through this subjective fusion with nature, Munch suggests the obliteration of personal identity. The figure in the foreground, while representing Munch's own experience, is intentionally depersonalized and distorted, almost stripped of gender identity, blurring the lines between reality and madness. Consciousness of artistic danger. Munch's exploration of extreme distortion in The Scream reveals his awareness of the dangers inherent in such artistic expression. His paintings express his fascination with matters involving human mortality, such as mental illness. The version of this painting held by the National Museum of Norway bears a very small pencil inscription in Norwegian in the upper left corner, which translates to, "could only have been painted by a madman." It is believed that Munch added the inscription in response to the critical reception the painting received when first exhibited in Norway in October 1895. He was deeply affected by the criticizing remarks, which is of no surprise due to his family's history of mental illness. It is suggested that he was fearful of insanity, and that he was aware of the precarious balance he maintained as an artist and also as a human being. Defensive barrier of rationality. Within the composition of The Scream, Munch incorporates a defensive element that shields the protagonist from complete dissolution into the swirling surroundings. The plunging perspective of the roadway and its fence symbolizes a rational world of 3 dimensions, serving as a protective barrier against the overwhelming curves and swirls. The 2 distant figures, most likely Munch's friends, remain somewhat untouched by the swirling chaos. They are silhouettes, they are schematized, anonymous, soulless, emotionless, faceless black shapes. They are a perfect juxtaposition to the main figure's mad, alienated scream. While the swirling and distorted nature threatens to consume the protagonist, the fence is the boundary. It keeps all characters in this painting in line, on a path, a journey on the same road, preventing total absorption and loss into the madness that surrounds them. Edvard Munch's The Scream stands as a haunting testament to the human condition and the existential angst that plagues us all. Through its autobiographical origins, expressionistic distortions, and profound symbolism, the painting captures the universal experience of anxiety and uncertainty. Munch's mastery of expressionism strongly conveys his emotions through art and his consciousness of the dangers involved. They elevate the scream to the realm of enduring artistic brilliance. As we gaze upon the tormented figure and hear the silent scream, we are confronted with the depths of our own existential anxieties. Why are we here on this earth? Why do we feel? Why do we exist? The Scream teaches us that art expresses all human experience, leaving us open and unraveled. What are your thoughts on this painting? What artworks or objects should I unravel next? Please let me know in the comments below and I'll try my best to reply. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more art history content. I'm Mel from the Art Odyssey. Have a great day and see you next time. Goodbye for now.